What's up? This this is the tutorial on how to do perspective, what perspective, and we're gonna draw a simple box in perspective. First thing we do is, since we already have this thing here, what you can do in order to get it perfectly like this is when you're moving it, you can press control, and then it'll automatically lock, and then boom, just click, boom, and then you have there the thing. Now it's locked. Now let's start drawing something, and let's draw something called a straight line. Okay, I'll explain what this line is. This line is called the. It's either the edge, or like where the perspective stops. This is where either it is very important. It's a guideline. It's a horizontal line, and it helps us, so you gotta put it in. Next, we gotta have something called a horizon point. This is a point where in this line we put a random point, and that point is very important. So okay, I'll imagine I'll place it around here. I have this point here. Okay, and then I'll use this tool called the radial, and use this tool to move it around and place it around here. Okay, and then I'll explain two things. There is multiple types of perspective. There is the first, second, and third. These are the things that you should worry about, since this is the basics. These are the basics. And what essentially, let's do the first. Since we're only using the first, it means we only use one horizon point, or meaning we only need one for now. We can do two later, but only for now we need one. Okay. After that, we can make a we can make a line. We can make a line since it's directly following the horizon point, and then another line. We need at least two to follow that horizon point, and another one. And yeah, that's it. So basically this, and then we turn it off, and let's draw the square. Let's use this again, move it around. Let's control, oh wait, my bad, control, and okay, so basically this is the idea. All right, this is the plan. So we want to draw a box. We have the perspective here. We draw two lines. This thing is gonna turn into a box. Look, I put that there, and I put this there. This will turn into a box, and then what we do is we go back control, we go back to our old setting, this one, then we draw a straight line, then we go back, then after that we go back here in this, then we try to estimate where it will end. I'm guessing around here, since it's the same meaning. Let's get this again. Okay, change it again, and there you go. You have a 3D box. This is a simpler one at best. I'll just delete this and the sides. As you can see, It turned into a box. As you can see, it literally turned into a box. There is the thing turned into a box, a 3D box, not the typical box like this. This can help you do backgrounds, help you create atmosphere, and we can also apply this with characters. Okay, okay. So I'll delete this, and we can use this to draw characters in perspective, so that when you're making your manga, you have an idea. So let's not use any of the snap assistants. Instead, let's purely go on our what we learned. So we have the horizontal line, and we have the point. This time, the point will be there. This will be the point. Okay, this will be our point. So basically, this can apply. The more closer it is to the point, the more it gets tinier. The farther away it is from the point, the more bigger it is. So when we okay, so let's put imaginary lines. These are guidelines, by the way. Okay, see, it gets bigger. So here we put in character number one. He's very small because he is nearer to the point. But if he is farther away from the point, we put him here. He is somewhat bigger because that's perspective. The more closer it is to the point or the edge, the the more the character is very much bigger. This can be applied when you're drawing multiple characters and you put a character here and then you put another character here. This character is bigger than the other one because of the point, because of the perspective. And that's how you draw perspective. Now you can apply this in your manga. Look, I'll delete this. I'll make a new file. I'll go to comic A4. Okay. So when we're gonna draw our manga, and then we want to use in our panel a point, we just draw the point and stuff. Okay. So basically, here's our manga panel. Just imagine it's a sketch, and then we draw the point here, there, and then this is what we're gonna do. We have our point. This is a sketch, so we have a general idea. We have our point, then we have uh, our guide. The point is here, and there's like a there you go, and then there's the point. Just imagine that this is the horizon point, this is the edge, and then you wanna draw a square, and there you have it. You have a square on your panel. And how can we do this with characters? Well, we can put character one here in this in the edge, while another smaller character is somewhat here. Due to the point, it's like working because he's smaller here because he's nearer to the point, while this character is farther away from it. Got that? Thank you. So basically, this can apply, and you should use this a lot more often in your manga so that we know where the characters are. Okay, thank you. That's it. I know it's long, but bye. Rui out.